Pisces, let's get you a little relationship-oriented reading. Find out what you need to know. Gosh, these cards are already flipping out, but I don't feel like they're what's for you yet. Let's just mark it. Put a pin in it. Queen of Wands. And I already forgot what the other one was. Queen of Wands, okay? I like that vibe for you. So let's put a pin in that energy and see if it comes up in the rest of the reading. Anyway, I'm Michele B. Hello! And I post up readings for you on YouTube here 2 or 3 times a week. So when if you're subscribed, when the thumbnail comes up, you can be like, hey, that vibes with me, or whatever, and pass it up. But anyway, 2 or 3 times a week, there are messages for you, and you might need to hear what I have. So make sure you subscribe if you love the style of this reading. And if you resonated with the title, then there's a chance, no matter what comes up, that there's something for you. Okay, so let's get your energies here. Let's do it. Let's rock this. Okay, Ace of Cups in reverse. When is my love gonna come? So are you in a relationship right now? Okay, I'm feeling like for some of you who are not in a relationship right now, there's like this other stuff that was happening. So we got like, you had a connection, but it was toxic and it ended because you felt scarcity all the time. Yeah, so you came out of an unhealthy connection. And now I'm remembering that Queen of Wands that I saw. It'd be so cool if I could just like see it hanging out here, but meh. Anyway, if I focus on that, I won't be able to talk because I can't do 2 things at the same time. So let's just remember that Queen of Wands. Anyway, so came out of a toxic relationship, and you're like, I want to be in another relationship, but you still have this healing to do. You still have to vibe with loving yourself, okay? But so you're just like, you feel like you got something to prove. So there's that, right? There's like all these voices inside your head that are like, well, you can't be in a relationship unless you stop being such a fuck up, right? Right? Don't do that to yourself. It's only like voices of your parents from your childhood that are just like, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. And so this is like, I got something to prove card. This is like, I've got somebody to fight. I've got something to prove. I've got these inner voices that are telling me if I won't be good enough for a relationship unless I fix this, and this about me. Yeah, and there's that Ace of Cups in reverse. But your cup is empty right now. Why is your cup empty? Because nobody loves me. You don't need somebody else to love you in order to fill up your cup. All you need is you to love you. And you know what fills up your cup when you're in connection with somebody else is how good you feel when you're being validated by them. But you can create that vibration for yourself without actually being validated by somebody else. I have so many cards here. Let's just shuffle it. I just really want to pull up that Queen of Wands, but I already stuck her back in. Let's see what kind of guidance we can get. Maybe if it isn't so, it isn't so. Emperor. What else have we got here? The Emperor is like, oh, come on, get real. Right? And the Empress. There it is. The Emperor and the Empress. All right, these are both archetypes of the mother and the father inside of you. So let's start working on healing the relationship that you have in caring for yourself. And then when we look at the Queen of Wands, her energy is like passionate fire and just thinking that you're just like the sexiest thing that ever lived. So first of all, you have to give yourself a solid, healthy foundation. Number 4 is all about the solid, healthy foundation that the paternal energies can provide for you. So are you in a stable home? Do you make sure that all of your bills are paid? These are the things that need to be in alignment for you to feel safe and stable, right? It's not about being presentable to somebody else. It's about you feeling safe and stable and being in the vibration like, I'm okay, no matter what. So first you got to be able to take care of that. The next thing is you need to be able to nurture yourself. That's what the Empress is all about. That's the mother energy. So she comes in and she's like, have you had enough to eat? Is your bed comfy? Are your clothes clean? Let me draw a bath for you. So she's just like, you don't feel very well? How about you just go get some rest and I'll take care of this. I'll take care of the things that need to be taken care of. And she's just like sitting in the room with you. Remember that good night moon? It's like the quiet old lady whispering, shh, sitting with yourself. When you are alone, right? Sitting with yourself and being like, okay, I'm safe. I'm okay. No matter what your relationship status is right now, whether you are, on your way out of a relationship because it didn't work out, or you are, unsatisfied, you crush it on somebody, or you're like, in between. Anyway, everyone needs this kind of nurturing. Everybody needs this kind of stability. And the more stable you are, the healthier and more emotionally balanced you are, the more alignment you have with your internal mother and father, the better you are at being able to attract a healthy, high-value relationship. Because you become a healthy, high-value person. That's what you're trying to do, right? No matter what your relationship status is right now. How can you take care of yourself? Yeah, so I'm feeling like you really need, with both of these being here, especially with the cards that I saw before, it's all about this like transition from an unhealthy connection. It's pretty likely that the unhealthy connection happened to you in the first place because you had poor parenting. It's really likely. I'm not dissing your parents. I'm a parent myself. I'm a mother myself, and I know that I can't be perfect all the time. Nobody can, right? So why don't you give yourself the ideal parenting now? Reparenting, that's what they're calling it these days, where we reattach ourselves to an imaginary set of parents to give us stability, to give us nurturing for ourselves, instead of expecting our relationships to do it for us. Instead of getting it from somebody else, we're doing it for ourselves first. And when we come into that stability, we can have stable relationships. Good luck. I love you, Pisces. And I'll see you later on. Thanks for being with me.